In this position, I a lot of times like to do a little compressive work. And see how the skin follows me there?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing some compressive / myofascial work in this area. And then as I get to where I'm going to work this is the position that we work this, right there. Mm-hmm. So in that position, there we go. In that position, I can now work this. The very first thing we're going to do, by the way, if there's bursitis in here or any inflammation, then we don't work on that. So I'm just going to be kind of compressing these separately, pulling these up. This is my posterior deltoid and middle deltoid. I'm just kind of compressing the fibers, pulling them up off the rest of the body, and kind of working them in between my fingers a bit. If you're dealing with somebody that's big and muscular in this area, you may need to utilize both hands or the whole heel of your hand to where I'm kind of like bark, bark, bark. I'm kind of like barking on it right there, grabbing the whole thing. Or again, if they're bigger, I can get in here together and rub those together a little bit. You okay? That's tight right there, so I'm just going to kind of pull that one up a little bit more.
Bend the twig.
Mm-hmm. And we'll go ahead and use a little bit of this lovely almond butter, which smells good. And now, after I've done that lifting and things dry, now I'm going to go ahead from the deltoid tuberosity up. I'm going to do some stripping elongating. I chose to use my thumb. I can use fingertips. I'll show you that in just a second. I can come around a little bit more. There we go. We popped over a... I could use fists in this area. Body mechanics is going to be very necessary for this. Coming right up here, and I'm not running my knuckles against that bone. I'm stopping short of that. Probably a good thing, huh? And then I'm going to find the deltoid tuberosity and do some friction in that area. And there is a slight knot right there. Does that hurt?
No, but it's there, I know.
Okay. So there's been a point in her life where she's actually strained her deltoids a bit, and it's pulled up off of the tuberosity. There we go. I'm just doing some some friction. And you guys know how I am on friction. Everybody says, what kind of friction? Just do friction.
Just don't say static friction.
Yeah, don't say static friction.
No such thing.
Static means there's
still.
Yeah. Right now, I'm really just going cross fiber in these muscles because as I work through, I'm feeling this go pop, pop, pop right there, which is some tight tissue. Now I'm going to follow that right on up to the acromion, which would make that one middle deltoid. And we did two, so we're going to pull that up a little bit, friction that. Do a little make nice. Now, there's the spine of her scapula. I'm going to work right underneath the spine of her scapula. A little bit of friction. Getting two muscles right there. One is the attachment of posterior deltoid. Two is the attachment of infraspinatus. Right up against the spine of the scapula. And there's a little bit right there that needs a little more. You okay?
Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
She's been waiting how many months? 8 months for this?
Well, Sam's worked on it here and there, and
it's got some
helping, but
yeah, it has helped, but it's been rough on it, I know. Okay. Hard lumps deep in the deltoid may be attachments of some other muscles. The only way you know is some muscle testing on that. Okay, so that's delts.